So at the beginning of this year, we sold our home in Florida and have been traveling Europe for the last 11 months. We've been to countries like England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland,
Spain, Switzerland twice, France, Germany, Czech Republic, Holland, Slovenia, Italy, Austria, and almost Croatia.
So picture this, we just sold everything that we owned, our home. The only thing that we had was the backpacks on our back, our dog, and just the two of us. We're in Ireland.
We made it here live.
We're live. Lady Bell's alive and as fluffy as ever. We just got to Europe, and the first night there, I went to the hospital. And I'd never been that sick in my life. 2 days later,
freaking out so much right now. Like, oh my God.
We got stuck in the snow in the middle of nowhere. We instantly start feeling scared, feeling doubtful about whether or not we made the right decision. And then we went to Giant's Causeway. We were there at 8 o'clock in the morning before anybody was there. The way that we felt, it was just like, we were so excited. We felt like all those initial mishaps were behind us, and it was one of the coolest experiences and a great way to really start the trip.
We shipped our car from America to Europe. We did it because we decided to travel with our dog, and by having our own vehicle, it just made it so much easier.
It also presented a bunch of interesting opportunities to have conversations with people because our license plate was a Florida license plate and we stuck out like a sore thumb. A big impression from this trip was the European people. We met so many nice people. Our favorite part of it was the stories that they would tell us. In Spain, we met an American who was a former monk. So he was on his pilgrimage in Spain and met his wife and decided that he wasn't going to be a monk anymore. So he decided not to go back to America, to stay in Spain and stay with his lovely señorita. So this whole trip we've been staying in Airbnbs.
In France, we met the sweetest Airbnb host ever.
So during the conversation over wine and dinner, she said, "You guys are Americans. You guys should go to the National World War II American Cemetery and Memorial over in Normandy." So we did, and that was a really great experience. After we visited the memorial, I kind of walked the beaches and found some old abandoned bunkers and machine gun nests and kind of walked around there. It was just really cool to experience and be a part of, such an important piece of history.
The coolest thing about Airbnb is you really get to know your host.
So we go kayaking on the Lake of Sempach. I'm very glad they are coming with me.
He gave us a genuine Swiss experience. He showed us how to cook and then eat fondue. We went snowshoeing. We had schnapps.
Coffee schnapps.
Coffee and schnapps.
Come with us and you are safely.
Wait, why am I okay?
Come with us and you are safely.
Yes.
Come on, babe.
I can't. Ow, my shoulder.
I got it on video.
This is Tipsy Hannah having a little bit of schnapps and meeting new friends.
Schnapps and roll. Switzerland has this beautiful, oh my God, is this real life? Am I in a fairy tale? Jaw-dropping beauty. A place like Italy is just this quaint beauty. And even places like Germany or Ireland, they have the rolling hills. Another thing, the art, like seeing the Statue of David in Florence and seeing the Sistine Chapel, going to the Vincent van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam. We really got to see a lot of great art and have a greater appreciation for it.
Traveling long term like we did in Europe, you're bound to run into different climates.
Like little mini hail.
We experienced the coldest weather we have ever experienced.
Does it feel like it should be this cold?
From that to the constant rain in the United Kingdom.
Rain, rain, rain!
To the beautiful sun in Spain and Italy. When we were in Scotland, it was the middle of summer and it was in the 40s that I was actually able to build a fire. Big fire. One of the coolest things about traveling is, you get to be spontaneous.
Oh, God!
Snow Angel.
No, it's cold wet, no. It's cold wet. feel how soft it is. Oh my gosh. Go underneath it. Go underneath it.
So traveling for the last 11 months through Europe has been great, but there are obviously some mishaps that are going to happen. The internet here is so slow. I got in a car accident in Italy.
Our next destination was Croatia. We had a little snafu at the border. And pretty much we got turned away.
You know, you can plan till you can't plan anymore. You think you have every detail, but no matter what, you know, something's gonna happen. So you just gotta roll with the punches sometimes. All the growth from the trip probably culminated in this moment when we were all ready to go. We had our Airbnb booked. We thought we were gonna be able to go in and have a place to sleep that night, and we couldn't get into Croatia. So we had to turn around, and in the midst of all that fear and uncertainty, we had to pull over and just be like, what are we gonna do? And then in that moment, we kind of had this little light bulb go off, and we were like, we could go wherever we wanted. Let's open the map. Where do you want to go? The freedom that we felt in that throughout the entire trip, that we kind of had to learn to let go of what we knew and get out of our comfort zone. When you travel long term, you're always out of your comfort zone. So you really learn how to kind of handle things that, you know, are unexpected.
All that. Good stuff. We're just really grateful for just being, you know, on this trip together, growing as a couple.
Come on, Trippopotamus.
We're not stopping. This was just our European chapter.
Of two Americans traveling in Europe for a year. So we are including links to all the videos from our trip below. So if you want to click on something and watch it in particular, you can.
It's the fluffy corgi.
Bye!
We love her so much. All the Europeans love her.
Is that the Queen's dog?
The Queen's dog.
Oh my gosh, it's a corgi! Oh my gosh, you're so cute!